G'day all, welcome back to my Premier League. Today we're doing some more jungling action and we're versus a Jarvan, so let's get to it. G'day all, just a quick FYI, this will be the last video for a couple of weeks, if not a month or so. As you may or may not know, my wife is quite heavily pregnant and I'm going to be taking some time off when she gives birth. So thank you very much for watching. We'll be back in 2019, not exactly sure when, but it should be late January, early February. Anyway, thank you, bye. Alright, welcome back. So, not much to report from the early game. They did try a little cheesy invade, I'll show that on screen now. Nothing really resulted from it. Ended up not going back to heal just because, I mean, Maokai sustain is insane, I still have a pot. Unfortunately not finding really any of those real early level 3 ganks that Maokai likes. Cled's found something up the top. But yeah. Won't matter if I make it up there or not. He's either going to get out of it or not on his own. So, possibly I could have made it up there. Thinking about it now, I thought he was going to die a lot quicker. Might have been a mistake by me, but yeah. He saw Jarvan in the area. I'm not sure. Just give him a little bit of reinforcement. Right, so he made a mistake himself, so... Always respond when people are talking, you know. A lot of people talk about muting all. I really don't like the idea of mute all. I think you miss out on important information when you mute all. If it's worth even. I might actually just take a look here. I mean, it's not really worth my time to try to take Krugs when... Could flash here, but... I can fight this. Easily fight this, yep. So throw that over there. Unfortunately, I'm not really good at pushing this, so I mean, it's going to be pushing into them. Unfortunately, Ezreal's going to lose a bit of CS here, but I physically can't push that as fast as they'd want, and it'd end up being frozen near their turret. So I need to make sure that I prioritise ganking Yas soon. More so than anything, I don't want Zed to tilt. You know, obviously I want to kill Yasuo, but you know, he's asked for a gank, he's told me all the summoners. The worst thing in the world I could do now is not do what he's asking and tilt him. Obviously you don't always have to obey your laners, you know, you're an autonomous being yourself, you're allowed to make choices. I think I can fight this because I've got allies coming. It's the only reason I'm even trying to fight this at this point. Yep. So we just saw that Zed killed, you know. Nice and easy. Unfortunately, my emotes randomly get dislodged from my character. I don't know why. Strange bug, but yeah. So, no giving my allies a thumbs up, which I think is a nice little thing you can do for them. You know, gives a little bit of recognition, makes them feel better about themselves. Yeah, okay, so Zed backed off. I want to back off there, I want to get my red. I don't need, like, I should go back, but I can take red and then go back and still sort of be in the same position. So it's a little bit greedy staying this long on the map, but since we just managed to kill Jarvan, I'll ward that just in case. But yeah, we should be fine. And new smite here. I'm not doing very well with my smite charges. It's when you don't have a upgraded smite. Oh, what's going on there? He missed completely. Okay, that's probably unfortunately going to tilt Zed a little bit. At least there was an assist picked up, but yeah, I can understand why that's a bit tilting. But what I was saying is, when you don't have the upgraded smite, holding 2 smite charges is just wasting HP and wasting time. Like at least you know the person abusing themselves, the person throwing the abuse is throwing it at themselves. So you know that's better than the alternate here. So I use my ult here just for damage more than anything. I don't want to risk it with an Irelia. I'd rather just throw my ult. So you know Jarvan's there. Take the CS off Clip. I want to give him as much CS as possible. Did take 1 in the end, but yeah, he can walk down into turret himself, get a turret plating, get his courage back. And yeah, all good. So he's now remounted, which is great for Kled, obviously. Kled really sucks when he's dismounted. And then we can visit Irelia when she comes back. Wow, that Z is now popping off. That's great. That's exactly what we want. So yeah, hold my smite charge. Don't hold your smite charges when it's not upgraded. If it's that early and they're trying to take dragon, then well, they're trying to take dragon, whatever. Easy. Nice and easy. So I just wanted to stop talking then because I really needed to concentrate, because if I screwed that up at all I would have died. I mean, one more turret shot and I would have died. That should clear the wave. Because the turret shots do repetitive more and more damage as they shoot. So that's why I can take another turret shot later and be okay. Grab another pink and switch this up for a sweep. Probably want to actually wait out my HP here a little bit. Now, I'm not keeping on top of my jungle clears, but at the moment I've got a lot of momentum over Jarvan. He is farming a bit, which is obviously a worry, but I am doing super well in sort of the ganks department, so I want to keep that momentum up. I want to keep pressure on. At this point, obviously, I'm going to have to farm because there's nothing I can really gank on the map. But I want to keep that momentum, keep that pressure going. The enemy laners should never feel safe, and that's super important. If they never feel safe on the map, they're always going to be worried about, oh, it's Maokai around the corner. You know, I'm like a Fiddlesticks or a Garen at this point. I'm always in every single bush that they don't have warded. So we're going to come up here. Again, keeping on pressure. Throw a pink in here. Throw this up here. No. We're going to have pressure. We're going to have just that immense amount of map pressure that they don't know where I am, and they always are going to fear that I'm coming towards their lane. So I'm actually going to hang around bot lane here. I think they should be back soon. Okay. You can also look at Yas here. He's dead. Perfect. Nice and easy. So, probably a wasted flash there by Yasuo. He was dead regardless. Zed ulted him. But I want to immediately... Screw this. I want to immediately go bot lane. My bot lane's ahead. I don't want to get Jarvan back in the lane. I want to be here for them. I want to make sure that I'm watching out for Jarvan. But I think I'm okay here. Yeah, no. That's alright. Don't risk it. Please, Ezreal. Because that can happen. Well. Doesn't matter. It's all good, you know. Probably should have, you know, I don't know what I could have done then. I might have been able to walk up and stand on Ezreal in case he did something stupid like that, but honestly I didn't think he was going to, so yeah. Not much to say about that. No point getting tilted. We are still plenty ahead at this game at this point. Janna's moving with us. We want to roam. Don't know if that plant was a good decision. Perfect. As I said, keep the pressure up. Make them feel like they never get to feel safe, ever. Yasuo comes back to lane, he dies. you know, we go back to bot lane, we keep pushing pressure on. Obviously, I still have to do some clearing. You can't just neglect your jungle completely, you will still fall behind. And it also gives a chance for Jarvan to get back in the game through counter jungling. So I can't just negate this jungle completely, but I can put on a lot of pressure. That's fairly good for us. It's not great that he got a shutdown on Zed for 650, but the extra pressure on bot lane now is going to be pretty strong. There's that. Somehow it juked me, but that's alright. I'm happy to smite that. I'm just going to ult here. I'm just going to be safe. Yeah, I'm probably dead at this point, but I'm gonna do this, and I'm just gonna keep annoying them, keep them there for as long as possible to give bot lane as much pressure as possible. So we're doing the standard thing on movement speed Maokai. It's kind of what I call it. It's not really that great of an actual thing. But yeah, it's the boots of mobility into righteous glory, and that just gives me that ability to close gaps on pretty much anyone as a Maokai, which is what you need to do. Once you're on someone, it's fine, but getting to someone is one of the hardest things as a Maokai player, because you don't... Your W technically is a gap closer, but it's such a small gap closer, and you have to already be close to them. It's not like a Sejuani Q that you can, use it at any point to gap close. You have to be already close to them to gap close. So I quickly want to take out these chickens, and then I want to immediately make sure Zed's okay, change my point of view. I don't really need to be looking at this, he's fine, and now I want to immediately go bot lane again. I'm going to come through the river. I'm guessing Jarvan's around, so okay. Let's actually do this. Okay. That was my own fault. I knew I should have made bot lane and I was digging around. Oh, how did she die? That's unfortunate. Okay, so I want to stay out of combat here. Yeah, no, I'm not going to catch him. So let's push this into turret. That wasn't bot lane's fault, me them dying. That was me, 100%. So I had it in my head that they were fine. So I went up and around here, but I should have just gone straight to them. Had I done that, I would have been there. Probably Ezreal still would have died, but we might have been able to save Janna's life, and we might have been able to pick up both of them. Or the fact that I was there might have scared them off. We don't know. But what we can say is that I didn't play that to the best of my ability. That's really what matters at this point. Obviously, sapling trick, we want to just use saplings as bodyguards. They don't do a lot of damage to dragon. I'm not going to use my W on dragon. I'm just going to hold it in case Jarvan tries to come and do some fancy stuff. I doubt he will, but at this point we're doing so well we don't need to risk any kind of plays. Yep, so that's a brand new ward there. Get that going there. Take my Krugs. So as you can see, even though I am super ahead in ganking, Jarvan is keeping up in levels, and that's purely because he's farming. And he's farming hard. So that's why you can't just purely just gank and never farm. You need to find that balance between the two. And yeah, we're hopefully finding some kind of balance. My team feels like it's really far ahead, but this game is nowhere near over. We need to make sure that we're making the correct decisions, make sure that we're realistically, we're making not just the right decisions for us, but for us as a team. So right here, we just want to keep Yas suspended as long as possible. And that's good, that's really good. So we're able to hold Yas in position for as long as possible. Ezreal doesn't have a lot of damage at the moment, I'm guessing here. Yeah, here. So Jenna popping her ult just for a nice heal. Never say no to a nice heal. Throw that over there. This way we're covering this flank a little bit. It covers this narrow pathway here. This is where I find Demolish really shines. Demolish doesn't shine as much in the very early game, but I find this mid-game tower pressure where you're just trying to take a tower and back off. I find this is where Demolish really shines. So, excuse me one moment. Sorry about that, just needed a drink, clear my throat. So, Cled's doing the right decision here. I should have been going for this earlier. No point smiting this, really. We know where they are on the map. We know they're okay. So, yeah, save my smite charges, try to get it slow, try to use it for damage, try to get it for another objective later on. And see, Jarvan's doing a good job of clearing all this, so that's what he should be doing. Jenna's probably dead, unfortunately, at this point. Yep. Get our Righteous Glory, head back. I always like Omen against a Yasuo comp. I think Omen is just very strong against Yasuo, even though Yasuo's not doing that strong, that well at the moment. They do have a lot of AD, and slowing down attack speed on all of them is great, and it has the added benefit of pretty much shooting most of, stopping most of Yasuo's damage. Sorry, not shooting. Okay, so we've still got a while on Dragon. I'm not sure what that ping was about, but okay. Jarvan, we can see over there on the top of the bot side. Oh, I flashed that badly. I really flashed that badly. But that's alright. I'm hoping my team doesn't actually sacrifice himself here for me, so just back off, guys. I overcommitted there. That being said, he wouldn't have died without me going in. He wasn't actually dead, but was it worth it? It looks like it because my team is doing well in this fight. Yeah, so that was definitely worth it because my team did well, but it doesn't mean I made the right decision. Better play would have been to go in, destroy my roots, and back straight off. And actually, that's the game, guys. So yeah, that's about early jungle pressure, how it really can affect the game. So GG, well played. Thank you very much for watching in the end. Please like, comment, subscribe, you know, all that YouTube jazz, and I'll catch you next time on Improving Your League.